All right, so this is read number 2 of Compare and Contrasting Stories. So you've read through these stories once already, so now it's time to um, read through the second time, and of course, this is the time that you get assessed. So you need to make sure that you're focusing and taking your time and using those hints. Now, hopefully, you've taken some notes after the first read. You focused on the setting of each story. You focused on the plot, the events in each story, and you focused on the theme. So that will help you out a great deal as you go through the second read. All right, so here we go. All right, so again, before you click on the little friend, make sure that you read through the text. Read through the text and look at your notes from yesterday and make sure that you have everything you've written down, everything about the setting and the events of the story. All right, and then go ahead and click on your friend once you've done all that.
Lizard tells Snake, I've got a surprise for you. I put it on your bed. What surprise does Lizard think he has left for Snake?
All right, so now I know you've read the story and I know you know the outcome of the story. So it's important that you focus on the word think in this question, okay? It's not asking you about what what it becomes. It's asking you what Lizard thinks, okay? So Lizard tells Snake, I've got a surprise for you. I put it on your bed. What surprise does Lizard think he has left? All right, so, and then don't forget to click on your hint. Close out of the question and reread the left side of the passage. Then come back here with your answer, okay? So you're reading back through, making sure everything, you've got the correct answer, okay? And then you go through and you click on the one that you think is the best choice, all right? Remember, eliminate the ones that it can't be, and then come back to the ones that are left, all right? All right, so now we've moved on to the next page. And again, you are going to focus on the text. You're going to focus on the setting. You're going to focus on the plot, and you're going to focus on the theme. And I also want to make sure that you take a look at this picture right here and pay close attention to this area right down here. All right, because trust me, you'll need that in the very near future. All right, so once you've done all that, go ahead and click on our friend here.
Problem in the story Surprise.
Okay, problem. What is going on? What is the thing that is wrong in the story? Okay, it's getting dark, and Snake and Lizard argue because they have to go to bed. Lizard thinks that Snake should have to talk to the rattlesnake because she's the rattlesnake's cousin. There's a rattlesnake in Snake's bed, and Snake and Lizard are fighting about it. Snake and Lizard fight because Lizard doesn't know the difference between a chicken egg and a rattlesnake. Now, so you're focusing on what the problem is. Okay? Now, you're focusing on the problem of the entire story, not just a little section of it, the entire story. So go ahead and look at those 4 choices again and read or find the one that is talking about the problem of the entire story. All right, so we're moving right along now. Again, read through all of this. Make sure you're clicking on the vocabulary words to find out words that are challenging and all that. Pay close attention to the plot, the setting, and the theme. Okay, so once you're done that, click on our friend.
What's the meaning of spines on this page? Use clues from the text.
Now, remember I told you to make sure that you focus on the picture in the previous page. So click on hint here. In the paragraph that contains the word spines, look for the clue to its meaning. Picture gives clues too. Close out of this chat and look at the cactus on the right side. All right, so you can go back and look at that picture again and see what they are. Okay. All right, so again, read through your choices: skins, flowers, thorns, and roots. Right away, you can eliminate two choices, right, and narrow it down to two choices. So if the worst comes to worst, you have a 50% chance of picking the correct answer. But that, trust me, that picture will help you. All right, on to the next question.
How is the main problem in the story surprise solved?
Okay, main problem in the story, surprised, solved. How is it resolved? How is that problem resolved? Click on our hint. Here's the main problem. There's a rattlesnake in the snake's bed, and snake and lizard are fighting about it. How does the problem get solved on this page? Okay, so you're looking for the solution to the problem. The rattlesnake leaves snake and lizard's tunnel, and they begin to laugh about their problem. The lizard removes the fragments of egg, and snake dusts off the bed to get rid of the rattlesnake's smell. Snake and lizard finally get some sleep after arguing most of the night. Snake and lizard figure out a way to get the rattlesnake to leave their tunnel. Now, two of those right away you can eliminate, right? And then the third one is kind of, well, that's a little bit of the story, but it's not the whole story. All right? All right, so go ahead and pick your answer. All right, moving right along.
Theme of the story surprise.
All right, so now you've got to decide the theme. Remember, this theme is the moral of the entire story, all right? So you're thinking about the events, the plot of the story, what happened, what all the story was about, and now you're reading the answers. Good friends shouldn't argue with each other all the time. Good friends can sometimes be very different from each other. Good friends can survive tough times and still laugh together afterwards. Good friends shouldn't try to surprise each other with gifts. Now, one of those definitely should just jump right out at you. Some of the choices are, well, that's a little bit, that's true, but one of those should definitely jump out. And if you still can't get it, make sure you click on your hint. Here is the plot of the story. There is a rattlesnake in snake's bed, and snake and lizard fight about it. But then the rattlesnake leaves, and snake and lizard laugh about their problem. What message do we get from this plot? All right, so that's a definite clue right there. All right, so go ahead and read through your choices and make your selection. All right, so now you've got the theme of the previous story, okay? And remember, you're thinking about that theme. You're going to compare that theme with the next story, and then you are going to also remember the plot in the story and the setting, all right? So make sure that you've read through all of the text, and then click on our friend here.
In Money, Snake and Lizard start a business. Select the text that best shows what the main problem with their business is.
All right, so now you're focusing on the problem with the business, something that is going wrong with their business. It's not a perfect business, and something's going wrong. There's a problem. So you want to read through all of these highlighted texts and find the one thing that identifies a problem. So go ahead and read through everything carefully and make sure to make your selection. Okay, so now we are reading on, and again focusing on the setting, we're focusing on the plot, and we're focusing on the theme of not only the first story but the second story as well. All right, so go ahead and do all that and click on our friend.
Question mark. Choose the answer that best describes the plot of Money.
All right. So now you are focusing on the plot, the entire story, the events of the entire story. So click on the hint button. Remember the main problem in the story. No desert creatures were buying anything from Snake and Lizard. This might help you figure out the plot. All right. So what were the events? What led up to them? No creatures buying anything. All right. Click on our question mark here. So read through these and select the one that describes the plot of the entire story. Remember, you're focusing on the entire story, not just a section of it, all right? Go ahead and select your answer. All right, on this question, now we are focusing on how the two plots are alike, the same, and how they are different. All right, so you're thinking about the plot of the first story and the plot of the second story. So if you forget the plot, or make sure you read through right here because it's got the plot for you. Read through the plot of the second story and compare how they are the same and different. All right, so read through your four choices and then decide how they are. Remember, you're the same and different. All right, so now we've moved on to the theme, the message of the story. All right, so let's go ahead and click our hint button. Here's the plot of the story, Money. Snake and Lizard decide to start a business, but it's unsuccessful. They don't make any money, but they have a lot of fun. Which theme makes the most sense with this plot? Okay, so click on here and then decide which theme goes along with the idea that they work hard but they don't make a whole lot of money, but they have a lot of fun. Okay, so read through your four choices and make your selection.
Right.
All right, well, so now you are ready to go on to the final read. Read to write. Now remember, take a break. This was a rather long portion of the reading, so just take a break and come back to it on another day.